Over here at Dimmick and Columbus Ave, where allegedly a school bus with children on was hit by a motor vehicle. I'm not too sure about the details, but a lot of school buses get into accidents around the city of Boston. Let's see what they have over there. Somebody said the bus was going on the wrong side of the road. I'm not too sure if that's true or not, but we'll figure that out later on. It doesn't appear to be any injuries, but this car's coming up a one-way street right there. That's not good. They don't have the lights, so they don't know when to go. If they were to go, they should go now while those cars are going. But they're going to end up going when the other cars start going, which is not good. Look at that. He's going to cause an accident. See that? That's why you don't go down one-way streets. Not too sure what happened, but allegedly he's across the street. Like I said, we don't know what happened. We do know this bus came in contact with allegedly that vehicle over there, the white vehicle. No serious damage, but some damage. Hey, yeah, I've been on the other side of the city. The other side. I was just on Dorchester Ave a while ago. Over where they had the motor vehicle accident. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say what transpired here. That's what they pay the people the big bucks to figure that out. So as far as we know, there's no injuries as far as the students. He's getting information from that driver over there and telling him how what happened. I don't know. I wasn't here when it happened, so it's kind of hard to say. What's up, my man? What you been up to? Haven't seen. I see you every once in a while. Every so often.
I'm back working on these too.
I see you probably tonight. You going home today? Okay, good seeing you, Brendan. All right. Like I said, as far as we know, no injuries on the bus. And this intersection is known for accidents. So if you're ever going through Columbus Ave and Dimmick Street, whether you have the right of way or not, I advise you just to slow down and look, because at any given point there will be an accident over here. See the police response they have, because when they heard that there was kids involved and they all came down here just to see what was going on, I guess they're going to notify the parents that their children were involved in a motor vehicle accident. So if you're to show what he got going on. Now these cars are going onto the bus lane, so it's kind of hard to say what transpired. More likely, if the bus was going straight, well, if the bus is going straight, then how would he hit the car going up that way, though? It's interesting. So usually, I don't know, unless he made a left-hand turn out of this lane that he was supposed to make. That's possible. A lot of people do that. Because the buses usually travel in this lane over here. But that might be what they mean by the buses traveling the wrong lane. So the bus, I think the bus was in the right lane. I think the person just reported it wrong. I think the bus, if I remember correctly, the buses could drive in the transit lane. So the bus probably was traveling in the transit lane, which they allowed to do. And possibly the car probably was coming out of here and making a a left-hand turn up there, which you're not supposed to do. So that might be what happened. I'm not too sure. But let's take a look and see if there's any front-end damage on this bus. Yeah, that's probably what happened. That kind of amounts to be what happened. Now, if that white SUV gets damaged on his side, on his left, or his driver's side, I should say, that would tell me that he did a left-hand turn that he's not supposed to do. Let me take a quick walk over and see what I see. If he's got damage on his driver's side, then that's exactly what happened. That's the only way you can get that damage on your side, by doing that. So the report was that the bus was driving in the wrong lane, but in reality, he's driving in the right lane. It's just that the person doesn't understand what's going on. This person's on a cell phone. Look at that. She's arguing with somebody on the cell phone. One day I'm gonna do a video of how many people actually drive while having a cell phone in their hand. I'll probably stand at the intersection and document that. We'll see how that works out. These cars, they're going pretty fast for a thickly settled area. Do not block intersection, state law, $150. So don't do that. Let's take a quick look and see if that car has damage on the right-hand side. Or the left-hand side, I should say. He said he can... Now, if he's got damage on his driver's side right here, then that'll explain the whole thing. Now, if there's no damage on his driver's side, or his driver front, I should say, then we don't know what took place. Yeah, it's right on the side right there. You can see it from here. So that's what happened. I don't know if you guys can make that out. It's right on the door right there. Right on the door. The driver's door.
Nicky, we need it. Yeah.
He wants a tow, yeah? So that's probably what took place. Like, without me being here and based on what I'm seeing, based on what I heard, someone reported that the bus was in the wrong lane, which theoretically they're not in the wrong lane. They are in the right lane because MBTA gave school buses and buses in general permission to travel in the bus lane. So, hey, what's up, man?
He's cool with them taking it now. He knows they're not AAA, right? Huh? Yeah, they don't have AAA. I don't know. Can I get that with the carpet? No, he's trying to pull that around. Waiting on the tow truck.
Bravo 416. 416, I have it.
Yeah, I have it. Do you have it? No. ¿Cómo me muevo? Venga. Ay. Ah, un momento.
That's what we have here. We have no major damage, slight side damage.
Yeah, I got a call, man, unfortunately. I got the call.
Letter 26.
We're investigating on flag left.
Yeah, investigator 91-109 past her left. 14.
Alright guys, I'm gonna head back over to the other side. I guess he was trying to tow the vehicle, but he can always do a private tow that way though. I mean, when people don't know the laws on towing your vehicle, as long as you're willing to pay and have it towed wherever you want towed to, you can have anybody, you can flag any tow truck down and have your vehicle towed. It doesn't necessarily have to be a police tow. Police tows are only if you don't have someone else to tow your vehicle in a timely fashion. But sometimes your tow might get there quicker than the police tow. You never know. So I think what that bus was doing, I think he was traveling with where that cruiser is right there, going straight. And that white SUV came around him to make a left-hand turn, which you can't do, and then got broadsided on the side. And now, the only other way that can happen is if, let's say, SUV was coming out of that street right there, which is Dimmick Street. Now, if he came out of there, that means somebody would have to run the red light. But the damage to that bus looked like he got hit from the side. Don't look like he got hit like straight on like that. We'll take another look at that bus, at the front of that bus, because you know, that's a pretty hard metal bumper that bus has right there. For that damage to kind of be wrapped around, I mean, look, he turned around the vehicle. That's kind of dangerous too, to ride those things in the middle of the street. Those things move pretty fast, but Yep. You can't block the intersection. What are you gonna do now? Can't back up because be careful. See that? You always pay attention to the light. Cause you gotta stay there now. You can't go nowhere. You always pay attention to the light. And keep in mind your car's still in reverse too. Put it back in drive so you don't go backwards. Put it back in drive before you forget. A lot of people forget that they have their car in reverse and go backwards instead of forwards. That's why it says do not block the intersection. The sign clearly says that on there. So once you get that far out, she should have kept going. If she couldn't safely stop behind the crosswalk, she should have kept going. That's why they give you a delayed yellow light for that particular reason, so your car doesn't end up right there. And it's a state law $150 fine. I mean, the stop bar is where that gray car is right now. So that gray car stopped in time. Either she couldn't kept going or she didn't want to keep going or whatever the case was, but she ended up stopping too short and then pretty much blocking the middle of the street almost. And that's a pretty good hit though, because he bent that bumper all the way around, so that bumper is folded. So they're saying he can't drive the bus because of the defective equipment, which is true. If you have defective equipment on a school bus, you're not supposed to drive it. You know, I think that is a state DOT law. See, the mirror mount is damaged. Only thing he could do is drive that straight to the yard. He can't drive with kids on it though. And the safety arm is not working either. I don't know if you guys know, this looks like a yellow safety arm that comes out in front of the bus, so the bus driver can tell if there's kids in front of the bus when they're crossing. That safety arm, I don't know where that safety arm is at. They might have picked it up off the ground. They might have picked that safety arm up off the ground. If it was still on the ground, it's probably over where the cruisers are. I'll probably take a quick walk over there and see. That's a pretty good hit. The bend that bumper under that, I don't know if you guys can see it. That bumper is bent under the undercarriage, I should say. It's kind of mangled under there. So that's a pretty good hit. The light is damaged. The molding around the light is damaged. The mount for the mirror is damaged. And it looks like the mount where the hood straps to the frame of the vehicle is damaged as well. I said, it's kind of hard to say what happened, but based on what we're seeing and what I think happened, I'm assuming the bus was traveling in the correct direction, and that SUV made a left-hand turn, which it wasn't supposed to make. And I don't think these school buses have cameras on them, so it'd be nice if they did, so they can pretty much detail what really happened. And this area is accident prone, I should say. This is always something that's going to cause an accident down here. Either people not paying attention, people doing what they shouldn't be doing. And if you guys noticed it, like further down, they got all these, oh, they took them down. Wow, that's interesting. Earlier during the week, they had a lot of barrels in front of these dividers here. I should have did a video on that. They had tons and tons of barrels in front of all these dividers. They took them all down. And they put some kind of like yellow safety strip around the edge there. You guys can see that safety strip.
Charlie 902.
I don't know if you guys can make that out. Can you make that out? Right about there. There's like a black and yellow safety strip on the edge of those curbs. But they had barrels all around them before. They took them all away now. But they're telling me you can't drive the kids on the bus, so they're gonna get a secondary bus to take the kids to their destination, and he's probably gonna either drive this bus back to the yard or have it towed. Me, honestly, I would have him just drive it back to the yard because it is drivable. As long as the wheels can turn left and right without hitting that bumper, he should be okay to make it back to the yard. You see how those buses drive? They can legally and lawfully do that because they have the permission from the MBTA to do that. So they do have authorization to ride in those lanes. So they're not in the wrong lane when you see that. So to correct that person saying that they were in the wrong lane, they were in the correct lane. The car was probably making the wrong turn. That's probably what the car was doing. That's what it looks like so far. Without having any further information, it looks like the car made the wrong turn. But that strap is broken, that's why you can't close it. There's always something going on in the city. And see if that yellow brackets in the road over there.
Charlie 431.
There's nothing in the road, so they might have picked it up. Charlie says no left turns. That means you can't make a left turn from here.
1221 Hanover and Armender Street, 1435.
Without getting all the actual facts. And it's fair to assume that the bus was going straight and that car was making a turn. Unless that car was running a red light and the bus was still going straight. But then they wouldn't explain the angle that he hit him on either. So I don't know. These kids are gonna be late getting home from school. So if your kids ride HS387, more likely they're gonna get home like an hour late from school. Maybe more than an hour late, but at least an hour late.
Company drop at Mike State Street.
By the one company drop, inside my 1450.
Engine 50, ladder 9, unknown type condition, 250 Rutherford Avenue, Charlestown. Engine 50, ladder 9, unknown type condition, 250 Rutherford Avenue, Charlestown. Nearest box 4133 Rutherford Avenue, Dawson Street, 1437.
Ladder 1.
Alright guys, if anything else comes up, we'll get back to you. Right now, it's just a motor vehicle accident involving a school bus on Columbus and Dimick Street, right here in Roxbury.
Fire alarm calling engine 50.
Alright guys, catch you on the next one.